Hello, my name is Askanas Kusujani. Today I will talk about the introduction of our product. MAHSURI'S oyster sauce is a popular Asian condiment known for its rich umami flavor created using a fresh oyster from MAHSURI'S farm and organic ingredients like sucrose, citric acid, glucose, glycogen, and starch. These components add sweetness, tanginess, thickness, and savory depth to the sauce. Free from artificial preservative, it contains natural antioxidant, making it a healthier choice for consumers.
My name is Elista Vera and I'm going to talk about the MAHSURI'S oyster sauce product. First, it's halal certified, meeting Muslim dietary requirements, making it a trusted option for both home and dining establishment. Its rich umami flavor, crafted with premium ingredients, delivers a deep, savory taste. The sauce is highly versatile, which is perfect for enhancing marinades, stir fries, dipping sauce, or adding the finishing touch to any dish. As a staple of Southeast Asian cuisine, MAHSURI'S oyster sauce ensure every meal is authentic and delicious.
So MAHSURI Foods and Durian Berhad produce a halal certified condiment like oyster sauce. The company has invested 250 million in a new state-of-the-art facility in Bandar Instik, Negeri Sembilan, set to open in early 2025 to boost production. MAHSURI aims to expand into international market, including the US, while maintaining strict halal certification to serve Muslim consumers and becoming a global leader in sauce production.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Atirah Dorin and I'll present about sucrose. Sucrose with the chemical formula C12H22O11 is a disaccharide made of glucose and fructose linked by a glycosidic bond. This bond makes it a non-reducing sugar. Sucrose is found naturally in plants like roots, fruits, and nectars. It's mainly extracted from sugarcane and sugar beets to make table sugar. It's used to sweeten drinks and improve food taste. In fruits, sucrose adds sweetness as they ripen, and in vegetables, it contains small amounts for energy storage. Sucrose is a non-reducing sugar, meaning it doesn't react like reducing sugars because it lacks free aldehyde or ketone group. When burned, it releases energy, producing carbon dioxide and water. It reacts with chloric acid to form hydrochloric acid, carbon dioxide, and water. During hydrolysis, acids or enzymes break its glycosidic bond, producing glucose and fructose. A dramatic reaction then will occur with sulfuric acid, which removes water, leaving behind a black carbon-rich solid. For the physical properties, the sucrose is a white crystalline solid that is odorless and has a sweet taste. It has a molecular mass of 342.30 grams per mole, a melting point of 186 degrees Celsius, and density of 1.587 grams per cm cube. It dissolves easily in water, and its compact crystalline structure gives it a solid appearance. Next, sucrose is widely used as a sweetening agent, provide a clean and balanced sweetness for products like baked goods, desserts, candies, and beverage. It also enhances food flavors like in MAHSURI'S oyster sauce, where it balances salty and umami flavors for a harmonious taste. Sucrose acts as a preservative by reducing water activity, extending shelf life, and maintaining product quality in items like jams and sauces. Additionally, it improves texture and viscosity, giving sauce a smooth consistency and making them easy to pour and mix. In MAHSURI'S oyster sauce, sucrose also helps counteract bitterness and enhance umami, making it appealing to a wide range of tastes. Sucrose is classified as generally recognized as safe (GRAS) by the FDA, allowing its use in food without specific limits as long as manufacturers follow good manufacturing practices. It must meet high purity standards, ensuring it safe and free from harmful contaminants. The nutrition facts label on food must show the total sugar and added sugar amounts per serving, along with the percentage of daily value based on a 2000 calorie diet. Sucrose production must also follow food safety and hygiene guidelines to prevent microbial contamination, ensuring its quality and safety in food products.
Citric acid is a weak organic acid which is categorized as a tricarboxylic acid. It dissolves in water, releasing hydronium ions and citrate ions, making it a triproctic acid. This means it has 3 dissociation steps, contributing to its mild acidity. Citric acid is essential in biological processes like Krebs cycle, which is vital for energy production in our cells. It's also biodegradable, making it eco-friendly and in high demand for use in a variety of industry. Naturally, citric acid is found in citrus fruits like lemon, lime, and orange, contributing to their tart taste. Historically, it's been extracted from these fruits, but today industrial production uses fermentation, utilizing microorganisms such as Aspergillus niger and materials like corn or sugar beets. Citric acid is a polyprotic alpha hydroxy acid. It has chemical formula of C6H8O7 and an IUPAC name of 2-hydroxypropane, 1,2,3-tricarboxylic acid. As a triprotic acid, it can donate 3 protons in solution, making it a weak acid. Additionally, it has excellent gelating properties, binding metal ions like calcium to prevent scalp formation and stabilize pH levels. Citric acid appears as a white crystalline solid, is colorless and odorless, and has a strong acidic taste. It dissolves easily in water and has a melting point of 153 degrees Celsius. It is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture from the air and remains stable under normal conditions, though it can decompose in extreme environments. In Mahsuri oyster sauce, citric acid is primarily used to enhance flavor, giving it tangy taste that balances the richness of the sauce. It also acts as a preservative by preventing bacterial growth, extending shelf life. Additionally, it stabilizes the pH of the sauce, ensuring consistent quality, while its antioxidant properties help preserve the freshness and color of the product. Citric acid also improves texture and aids in fermentation process for other food products. For the regulation and guidelines in Malaysia, citric acid usage is governed by the Food Act 1983 and Food Regulation 1985, which ensure that it is labeled correctly and that its origin is stated. While in the US, the FDA regulates citric acid through the GRAS system.
Next, I will talk about the organic compound ingredients for guar gum. First, guar gum is natural thickening agent derived from guar plant. It provides Mahsuri oyster sauce with a smooth and stable texture. Guar gum prevents a separation of liquid and solid component in the sauce. It ensures even distribution of flavor, improving the overall taste. Move to the source of guar gum. Guar gum is natural polymer from endosperm of guar plant seed, Sayamopsis tetragonaloba. It is also contain galactomannan, which is providing thickening, stabilizing, and emulsifying properties. It is also used in food, pharmaceuticals, cosmetic, textile, and oil drilling. Next is chemical and physical properties of guar gum. As you can see from this slide, this is the structure of guar gum. Guar gum dissolved in water to form a thick and stable solution. It is act as a thickener, stabilizer, and emulsifier in food like sauce. It also bind water well and reduce viscosity under stress for smooth texture. It remains stable across various pH level and temperature. Guar gum will be used in food, pharmaceutical, cosmetic, and industrial products. For the food application of guar gums thickens Mahsuri oyster sauce, improving texture, stability, and consistency. It keeps liquids and solid components from separation. Plant-based, gluten-free, and meets consumer demand for natural and healthier additives. It is also reflects Mahsuri focus on blending traditional flavor with natural and innovative ingredients. Lastly, the regulation or the guidelines of guar gum. Guar gum is considered safe for food use by authorities like FAO, WHO, FDA, and EFSA. It is approved as a food additive and must be used following safety guidelines. Manufacturers, including those of Mahsuri oyster sauce, must follow regulation to ensure safe level of guar gums in product and provide clear labeling for consumers.
Glycogen also plays a role in balancing savory and salty flavors in food by adding a natural sweetness. And in food product like oyster sauce, glycogen enhances the texture, making it thick, smooth, and glossy. Next is the chemical properties. Structurally, glycogen is a branch polysaccharide made of alpha-D-glucose monomers with its own molecular formula. It also contains a hydroxyl group that makes it soluble in water. But physically, glycogen appears as a white powdery substance and is highly soluble in water but insoluble in non-polar solvent. It also doesn't have a distinct melting point but decomposes at a very high temperature, and its viscosity increases in more concentrated solution. Next is the food application of glycogen. Firstly, it's an energy source in animal products like meat that impacting the meat quality by influencing the texture and hardness. In sport nutrition, glycogen replenishment is crucial for athletes after intense physical activity. Glycogen via glucose is also used in a fermentation process for products like bread, beer, and yogurt. Although there are no specific regulation for glycogen itself, food regulation related to carbohydrate influence its storage and metabolism. For example, FDA. The FDA requires a carbohydrate content to be listed on a food label. An organization like the WHO also recommend limiting added sugars which impact glycogen storage and glucose metabolism.
Hi, my name is Hidayah and we will continue with the next ingredient, which is starch. Starch is a naturally occurring polysaccharide composed of glucose unit. It can be found from the plant such as corn, wheat, rice, potatoes and cassava. This plant will undergo the extraction process and as a final product, it will become the starch powder or modified forms for industrial and food use. Next, we will go to the chemical and physical properties. As I put inside the slide, there are the figure of structural formula and also the molecular formula. For the chemical properties, it composed of amylose and amylopectin with glycosidic bonds. It also contains hydroxyl functional group and which influencing the reactivity and interaction. For the physical property, it appears as a fine white powder. This starch insoluble in cold water, but when in contact with heat, it will form a gel-like consistency. Starch is decomposed at high temperature instead of melting. Next is what is the function of starch in this oyster sauce. Firstly, starch function as a thickening agent. Second is stabilizer, which maintain the texture and structure in emulsified product. Lastly, it's also become as a gelling agent in this oyster sauce. In another food product, it become as a binder which help to hold ingredient in baked goods and snack. It's also become a coating agent which provides smooth finish for confection like chocolate. Next, we go to the regulation and guidelines. From these three regulations, we can summarize that starch is recognized as safe, but it must meet the purity standard, which means there is absence of harmful contaminants like heavy metals, microbe, and starch also must compliant with specific chemical composition, control moisture content for stability, and also exclusion of unauthorized additive. Last but not least, as a conclusion, these 5 organic compounds that found in this MAHSURI'S oyster sauce actually have their own function, and these compounds contribute to unique flavor profile, smooth texture and long shelf life, and it also ensure the product quality and safety. All of these compounds actually make the MAHSURI'S oyster sauce meet the demand for natural and wholesome ingredients for marketplace. I think that's all from us. Thank you.